In Gandruk, we spent the day resting, relaxing, and drinking in the spectacular panoramic view of the mountains. The dal bhat here was absolutely delicious. It's a combo of rice with freshly plucked vegetables from the garden, cooked with flavorful spices and served with a lentil stew. I also loved the way the dish was served in traditional brass utensils. Gandruk village is inhabited by the Gurung community, a mountain people who are very proud of their culture.
Gurung Museum, very old museum where their old stuff are kept here.
Although it was dark inside the small museum, but we managed to get some video shots. By looking at their altar, it looks like the Gurungs are either practicing Hinduism and or Buddhism. What we saw in the museum was all antiques and items used by their ancestors. There were vessels and agricultural tools used by the generations before and at present also. Most of the cooking and serving utensils are made of brass, copper, and also stoneware. No wonder in the guest house our food was served in copper and brassware. But nowadays this quaint Gurung village thrives on tourism. It was very weird to see corn hanging from ceilings and pillars of buildings, and I was wondering why. So it was for decoration as well as to dry the corn. Another delightful sight is the bright yellow marigolds that seem to be growing everywhere here. There is no road access within the village. Access was only by climbing up and down narrow stone slabs, stairs. So all supplies to and from the village are carried by porters on their bags like this. Being so high up, the Gurungs seem to be quite self-sufficient. They grow their own rice, corn, and as we were going back to our accommodation, we noticed lots and lots of garlic plants in their gardens. And also cabbage, as you can see here.
This is evening now, for 4 o'clock, and there she is showing herself, Machapachure.
It is the loveliest mountain peak that I've ever seen. The way its delicate summit makes its appearance out of the mist at sunset made it look like it was suspended in a golden hue. Now I understand why this pristine 22,943 feet Fishtail mountain has never been climbed. His Majesty of Nepal has declared Mount Machapachure as a sacred peak and off limits for climbers.
That's Annapurna South, and that is Gangapurna here.
But it was Machapachure that drew me like a magnet. For several minutes I was mesmerized at the beauty of a peak that meant to be only for the presence of something divine and powerful. That night, the mist cleared completely and we were lucky to get a full panoramic view of the Annapurna range. It was a cold night, about 7 degrees centigrade. Fellow hikers had built a campfire and were singing and dancing around it. That night, as I snuggled into my sleeping bag, I could only think of the peaks of the Golden Mountains and the trek ahead.